Yo, what's up guys, it's ApTreX here. Welcome to the official Olympus PS3 Emulator Android gameplay test video where we'll be testing out games like God of War Ascension, Last of Us, Minecraft and lot more in our today's video. Well, before getting started, if you guys don't already know, then Olympus is an PS3 emulator for Android devices which runs using the Termux app, and I have already made a setup video talking about how to get this emulator running on your Android device. You guys can watch the video on the iCard above. Anyways, in terms of the best settings for this emulator, you will have to go to drivers, afterwards select the wrapper driver, scroll back up and tap on the first option. Now basically Olympus, you can call it a port version of RPCS3 Emulator's ARM64 build. RPCS3 is the first ever PS3 emulator for Android and it can run natively on Android with the help of Olympus Emulator. Anyways, if we just go ahead and open Termux X11, you guys will be able to see that our RPCS3 emulator has successfully started. And here are the games that I have already loaded in today's video. We also got games like WWE 2K17, Grand Theft Auto 5, I have already tested it out previously. We got God of War Ascension, and now we have also successfully added The Last of Us. Now before getting started, let me talk about the minimum requirements. You will need at least a Snapdragon 870 processor or above, along with minimum 8 GB of RAM. These requirements are very high, I know, but that is how it goes. But if you want me to test it out on a low-end Android device, you can let me know in the comment section down below. Well, in terms of the best settings for RPCS3 emulator so that our PS3 games work on Android with amazing performance, we'll go to settings. Here I have set the PPU decoder as interpreter, and in terms of graphics GPU settings, this is the most important part by the way. Graphics device should be Adreno 830, aspect ratio 16:9, anti-aliasing make sure to turn it off, shader quality make sure to set it to low. Afterwards, other settings you can keep it as default. If you want better performance, you can always go to default resolution and downscale your RPCS3 emulator, but I wouldn't recommend you guys to do so. Anyways, let's just go ahead and tap on apply, then tap on save. By the way, once that has been done, my games are already loaded. If you want to add your games, you can tap here and then select this option, or directly boot a game if you have dumped your entire game. The first game that we'll be trying out in our today's video is going to be Minecraft PlayStation 3 edition. Well, obviously Minecraft is Minecraft and there is a reason why this game has so many fans. Well, I forgot to do another thing. How could I do so? I forgot that we need to enable the on-screen touch controls, so I'll be using the Game Keyboard Plus app. I have already talked about it in my last Olympus emulator video. Anyways, now you guys will be able to see that we got some on-screen touch controls which will work with this PlayStation 3 game. Now, some games can have crashing issues, but here we go, our game has successfully started. I am pressing the A button and as you guys can see, the FPS at the top left corner is stuck at 7 FPS. It literally means that the game has forced stop, and unfortunately, Minecraft PlayStation 3 edition is not playable on our Android device. Well, let's move on towards our next game, which is going to be The Last of Us. Let's just go ahead and tap on the play button and see how well does this PlayStation 3 game work on our Android device. If it works, then this will be the first time ever that someone has managed to emulate The Last of Us game on their Android devices natively without using any type of cloud gaming. And I'll be 100% honest guys, The Last of Us was one of the best games that I have ever played. But here we go, here's the moment of truth. Building SPU cache has been completed. Will our game starts? Let's find out. Compiling shaders. At the top left corner you have the FPS bar showing 60 FPS, and we also got The Last of Us here. And here we go, it seems that the loading is complete, but the FPS is stuck at 30.23 FPS, which means unfortunately guys, it appears that the game has forced stop. But we'll try it out once again. We'll restart our game. So here we go, I have restarted our game and let's find out if it works properly this time. Well, the on-screen touch controls are a bit annoying to be honest. Here we go guys, once again the game has successfully started. The Last of Us. Will our game work? Well, nope, it seems that this game doesn't work. Inside the RPCS3 emulator which we are using, you will be able to see the FPS is once again stuck at 18. It means the game has crashed. Well, that was weird. Nonetheless, let's try out our next game, which is going to be WWE 2K17. Now, trust me guys, in 2016 I remember wanting to play this game so bad, like you guys wouldn't understand. This was one of my dream games that I eventually obviously played. If you know, then 2016-2017 era was completely off WWE and playing WWE games meant a lot. And here we go, building SPU cache is complete. It looks like we are finally about to play this WWE title on our Android devices. I can't believe, but the game actually booted. Just take a look at this. Please do not try this at home. And oh my god, right here is the legendary intro of WWE game. We'll skip it though cause we don't care. And here we go, Brock Lesnar, WWE 2K17, press start button. So here we go, we have mapped our on-screen touch controls. We'll tap on play, afterwards enable a one-on-one match. Normal, why not? Let's go with the legendary rivalry of Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. We'll just go ahead and start our match. Night of Champions, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. And as far everything else goes, this game is very stable as you will be able to see all the cutscenes are being loaded. So there are indeed some games that work very well on the Olympus emulator on an Android device. But there are also hundreds of games which won't work as good as what you are seeing right here. Now WWE 2K17 can be considered as a low-end PS3 game because obviously its size is not that much. We even managed to run GTA 5 on our Android device in our last Olympus emulator gameplay test video. But here we go guys, our game has successfully started and you will be able to see surprisingly there are no graphical issues at all. The game looks very amazing and here we go guys, surprisingly the game is still working. It has not crashed but the referee for some reason is red. Anyways, the FPS which we are getting can be called as 1 frame per second even though it is showing like 20, 19 FPS etc. Let's emote on Roman Reigns. Here we go, it is literally 1 frame per second. Just take a look at this. I am not able to do anything. Even though it is showing 10 FPS, trust me guys, this is not 10 FPS. But what it is actually impressive. So obviously, if we get like a Snapdragon 69 Elite processor, then I am pretty sure that these games would work at an amazing FPS in future. Anyways, the final game which we are about to try out is one of the biggest PlayStation 3 games of all time, God of War Ascension. And if you want to see the video of where I tested out God of War 3 as well as Grand Theft Auto 5 on this emulator, you guys will be able to check it out on the iCard above. Anyways, here we go guys, building SPU cache. Oh my god, God of War Ascension on Android. Will it work? Here we go, Sony Computer Entertainment America presents Santa Monica Studios. Well, I guess that's it. The game did not boot guys, as you'll be able to see at the top left corner the game froze at 8 FPS. Now I did actually see someone run God of War Ascension on their Android device using the Olympus emulator and I think the game settings were different. I think red magic was used but unfortunately I don't have red magic, I am poor. So guess what, God of War Ascension did not work, but we'll try it out with some different settings in future and if it works then I'll make a dedicated video about it. Anyways, that's going to be it for today's video. If you have any recommendations on what more games should I test in future videos, do let me know in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace out.